Hi, class. My name is Anthony Torres. How we doing for week 6? Sorry if my hair looks bad. It doesn't look bad today, but just came out of work. It's currently like 1 a.m. Black Friday, right? But I should say Saturday now. It is Saturday. But for the three items I wanted to go over or takeaways, we had guest speaker Mr. Nathan Watts. Um, he's a prosecutor for the state of Arizona, and he had a lot to say, and I really was invested in what he had to say. Um, I really liked how he went through the court process, which is arrangement, pretrial, non-jury trial, and then it is sentencing, and then the appeal. I really like how he went down like in chronological order of what that would look like on as a process when you're going through the trial. So I thought that was very interesting that he pointed out, and that was on timestamp. He was talking from like timestamp of like 2:30 to like 10 minutes. So it was like an 8 minute like in between where he really and I really got the concept of that, and then I even researched it even more, which was nice for him to go over that. I really liked how he also said that prosecutor, like, one of the questions that they get is, can you defend me? And that's not the right question people should ask. And I thought that was funny, but also like I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like that's not what all the job entails, is to defend somebody, you know what I mean? Um, what else? I really liked how Mr. Watts was asking questions and then answering those questions to the class, but then also defining what the example was so we understood it a lot better. For my second takeaway, I really liked how Mr. Watts said that uh, numbers are easy for preponderance and hard for everything else. And for preponderance, you had to be over 50 plus. And I was like, what? That kind of gave me like a like what is he talking about? But then he explains like if you're at 49.99999, it's kind of like unsuccessful. But if you're like over 50, that's kind of like, okay, that's kind of where you want to be. And that was on time step 2216. And the way he explained preponderance was like, oh, once you get to like that 50 mark, it has to be those numbers have to be more likely to happen. Um, Basically being one is more probable than the other. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, like that's what I think. Mrs. L had brought up the question about the numbers being preponderance, and he pretty much said that like, oh, it's so much easier than. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Uh, for numbers to be preponderance and then everything else to be much harder. For my third takeaway, I really thought it was a lot of power that he had as a prosecutor, just because he's able to dismiss a case if he wants, or if he doesn't want to dismiss a case, he has that option, you know. And he also explains like his why, and the reason why he is still a prosecutor is because of that. Like, he can really give somebody a chance if there's enough evidence, or if there's not, then it's like, okay, then there's not much he can do. But he just has that power that not even the judge or even the defense can do, which is dismiss something, you know. And I thought that was really cool. I thought that was like, oh, that was like my biggest kind of takeaway. I was like, oh, okay, like that's pretty interesting. That's pretty neat, honestly. I think that holds a lot of power, you know, holds a lot of power. Um, And I want to say that's it, y'all. Yeah, that's it. Those are my 3 takeaways from week 6, and I hope you guys have a great one and be safe out there.